These are heinous criminal alien monsters who the previous administration allowed to flood into our country. And every time President Trump and this team deport one of them, our country becomes safer.
I don't like clowns.
It's going to be great. You're a winner.
Oh my God, when I'm talking, you're not talking.
I'm sorry.
No, when I'm talking, you're not talking. This is why, yes, we'll have to just cut him out of the show.
It's going to be great. You're a winner.
Oh my God, when I'm talking, you're not talking.
I'm sorry.
No, when I'm talking, you're not talking.
Oh, look at that look to camera. It looks a little bit haunted. If that's how she talks to him on the red carpet in front of the media, imagine what's happening behind closed doors. No wonder he's losing it on a regular basis.
Who's a tough guy? Who's a tough guy?
Cuck.
And you know what their attitude is? I made my money all by myself. How dare your government take my money from me? I don't want to pay taxes. Or, I built my company with my bare hands. How dare your government tell me how I should treat my customers, the land and water that I own, or my employees? They hate government. Government's a barrier to people, a barrier to stop them from doing things. They want to destroy it. We are not letting them do it, and we're united.
They think they own you. They think you wanting to keep more of your own money is somehow selfish, but they taking a chunk of your wages to waste on LGBTQ activism is, righteous.
Please, sir. I want some more.
Like if you are attacking Teslas or dealerships, going beyond vandalism, that could be an act of domestic terrorism. But I do want to ask about this as resistance. Is this what resistance should look like?
Incitement.
Just a little snowflake's gonna wet her pantaloons.
Elon Musk does not understand the country where he now lives. Elon Musk would fail by a wide margin a high school AP American history test. He grew up in white South Africa, going to a segregated elementary school and high school where he learned nothing about American history, American law, American free enterprise. Elon Musk is such a bad salesman that he was stupid enough today to bring even more attention to the latest disturbing challenges that Tesla owners are facing thanks entirely to Elon Musk.
Beady-eyed bastard.
Yeah, the world's richest man, a genius who just engineered the return of stranded astronauts from space, is just a dummy.
Lambo for an hour or me for the night?
I want a Lambo for an hour, please.
Why not me?
Because the Lambo would be like super fun.
And I'm not super fun?
What could you offer me for a whole hour?
I have less miles than the Lambo.
I bet there's been less people in that Lambo than in you.
We're going to call the abortion facility and I'm going to tell them I'm pregnant with a 32-week fetus, as you say. Hi, I just turned 32 weeks pregnant. Am I able to come in for an abortion ASAP?
I wouldn't be able to see you till the week of the 23rd, so that would put you at 34 weeks.
Can I still have an abortion at 34 weeks?
Yes, ma'am. I just have to do an intake form. Do you have about 5 minutes?
Sure, I have 5 minutes. Yeah, I just found out that she could have Down syndrome. I can still have the abortion, right, even though she has Down syndrome?
Yeah, so we just have to do an intake because the doctor...
What? What the f***?
It doesn't matter.
That's late-term abortion, ma'am. That's abortion in the 8th month of pregnancy. That's discriminatory based on someone's genetic code. She just confirmed she would commit an abortion on me with my child who's viable.
That is evil, and you are evil.
So-called
Air sex.
Not for the radical left. They have made Musk companies a target of violence. Shocking new footage of an arson attack on a Tesla service center in Las Vegas. A fleet of electric cars engulfed in flames. Police say they were set on fire by an individual earlier this morning. And the FBI is investigating. Before that happened, Musk had posted on X this: "Why the hate and violence against me? Because I am a deadly threat to the woke mind parasite and the humans it controls." And some folks in the media getting downright petty as they go after the world's richest man.
Protesters all over the country with this simple and now defiant message. Just asking people simply, if you drive a Tesla, please sell it. And if you own stock in Tesla, please dump it.
His response to all of this was rockets are hard. And Mr. Musk, if they're so hard, why don't you go back to your day job and work that out and leave those of us who do government to do government?
You do government.
Crack down on the that are working for Mr. Musk and destroying our Constitution.
Is that a legislative term?
I think it is. I think that's how you pronounce it. D-O-G-E?
Oh, D-O-G, it's Doge.
Oh, excuse me.
Doge.
Sorry.
Elon Musk also musing on whether there was a political agenda on why it's taken so long to get these astronauts back to Earth.
The astronauts on the space station, are they political prisoners?
Some of them are.
Because you could have given them a ride back, and Joe Biden said no, purely for politics.
Yeah, I mean, there's been some debate about this online, but the thing is that it was a very high-level decision. So it wasn't really even a NASA decision. Yeah. It was just that the Biden White House did not want to have someone who was pro-Trump rescuing astronauts right before the election.
ICE San Francisco just arrested a citizen of Guatemala convicted of sexual battery. ICE New Orleans arrested a citizen of Ecuador convicted of rape in Suffolk County, New York. ICE Atlanta arrested a citizen of Mexico convicted of assault by strangulation. ICE Dallas arrested a citizen of Mexico convicted of assault with a firearm and rape with a foreign object. And ICE Houston arrested a citizen of Guatemala convicted of indecent sexual contact with a child in Texas. These are heinous criminal alien monsters who the previous administration allowed to flood into our country. And every time President Trump and this team deport one of them, our country becomes safer.
That's good, right?
Not if you're a Democrat.
After suffering a steep decline in the final year of the Biden administration, the manufacturing sector came roaring back in February. Industrial production surged in February. These are new numbers, 3 times at a greater 3 times rate than the expectations to its highest ever recorded level.
I'm liking that.
They are spreading and prophesizing hate for Israel, hate for America, hate against Jewish Americans. And they're doing it in the middle of the streets of New York City. This scene from yesterday. They're angry after Israel hit back. They hit Hamas terrorists for refusing to release hostages that have been held now since the October 7th massacre. Jewish hate also on wild display on the campus of Columbia University. A new report shows Jewish students found the chilling manual online that's telling these people how to hate them and how to hurt them. It gives detailed instructions on how to perpetrate violent Jewish hate. Some of those detailed instructions include paying cash for sledgehammers. Well, they want to use them to damage property, and they don't want authorities to be able to trace back anything. Use gloves to avoid leaving blood at the scene. So you know they plan to hit human beings, animals, anything that bleeds. Destroy all evidence. They know they're wrong. Wear face coverings to conceal identity. Leave no paper trail. One activist said this.
What I've seen is these pro-terror protests that are not grassroots efforts. These are very well organized, very well funded. They have the same masks. They have the same uniforms. They have the same camping equipment, the same terror promoting materials like this manual throughout the country.
Get out now.
Judge James Boasberg gave the Justice Department until noon Eastern today. He likes those noon deadlines. Okay. Anyway, he wants the DOJ to hand over more information about those deportations, and he is the same judge who ordered those planes to turn around in the sky after they left the U.S. The president did not hold back.
He actually said we shouldn't be able to take criminals, killers, murderers, horrible, the worst people, gang members, gang leaders, that we shouldn't be allowed to take them out of our country. Well, that's a presidential job. That's not for a local judge to be making that determination.
All right. He also posted this. If a president doesn't have the right to throw murderers and other criminals out of the country because of a radical left lunatic judge wants to assume the role of president, then our country is in very big trouble and destined to fail. Republican Congressman Tim Burchett threw his support behind the president.
I stand with President Trump. I think it's a complete overreach by this judge. I think it's political overreach by the left. This is an act of war by these countries. These people have come in and they've come across our border illegally. What would happen if 14 million people...
Holy shit! How many?
14 million swarmed the border at one time, yet it was spread out over 4 years. 14 million people. What do you consider that an unlawful invasion? It's an act of war.
Would you defy a court order? Because we all know that, and that was outrageous.
I never did defy a court order.
And you wouldn't in the future?
No, you can't do that. However, we have bad judges. We have very bad judges, and these are judges that shouldn't be allowed. I think at a certain point you have to start looking at what do you do when you have a rogue judge. The judge that we're talking about, you look at his other rulings, I mean, rulings unrelated, but having to do with me, he's a lunatic.
Russia's cut, and it's a bad cut.
It is a messed up world.